listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Big Brother fans, we got your live feeds update, including Devin's giving Drew another big hand in the game, including a cheat code he may need this week. Plus, we have Angela's birthday madness, the scramble to save Kamu, and Yash hitting on the ladies again. It's Belinda. Please click subscribe if you're not following us. Let's start with the fallout from the veto meeting, where Devin's put his diamond power veto around Dee's neck after Yash did not use his regular POV. Devins took Dee down and renamed Kamu. And we were all hoping for fireworks, given the blindside move that Devins made. And Angela said afterward, everybody's taking it well. And Dee said, I hate that everyone's taking it well. I want people to fight. But no, there were no fights, no drama. The opposite, like literal crickets. There were a couple of hours of almost no talking while they were napping and sunbathing in the yard. And then it was birthday time. So after that literal snooze fest, Taylor cooked gyros for everybody for Angela's birthday, and Lala made the cake, and she only mangled it a little. And then Taylor played MC for Angela's talent show. Kamu was a good sport about the nomination, but initially didn't want to play along with the party, said he was just an audience member. Dee fell over trying to do a handstand. That was her talent. Mallory did a back roll, then the Declaration of Independence and the alphabet, both backwards at top speed. She is so smart. Yash did a bad magic trick. He tossed a blanket up in the air and said, close your eyes, and then he ran across the yard and hid. The best part of his bad magic, though, was when Yash said he hates doing that trick because then people keep bugging him asking, how did you do that? Lala did a handstand in the middle of the yard that was perfect. Barrett, Mallory, and Melody did a kind of a mediocre birthday song, but, you know, A for effort. Haley demonstrated her softball arm, and whatever Devins did was hidden by production, so I expect we're going to get to see it on TV. Kamu finally decided to play around and demonstrated some MMA moves on Drew, picking him up and manhandling him around before gently laying him on the lawn. Melody's roast wasn't that great. She said, Angela, if you're here, who's losing first round in every competition? That got laughs, but it didn't actually make sense that much if you parse it. But Melody mentioned when she first saw Angela, she was crying a lot and thought it was the egg costume, but that's just how she is. That got a few laughs. And the last one, it wasn't even really a roast, it was a compliment. You know, blonde, beautiful, that's me, but then also you, Angela, I love you. I think Taylor would have done a much better roast of Angela. And Lala made a pretty birthday song that she sang for Angela. Everybody sang Back Inside, gave her love when she cut the cake, and Angela said that I think this is her 53rd, was the most perfect birthday ever. And it was all like, you know, kumbaya, and was distracting everybody from what happened at the veto meeting. But it was game on later on. So Dee and Devins did a little bit of damage control. Dee did clean up with Barrett, told him about her bribe power. Devins told Mallory and Mello Drew that he made the DPOV move for them and for the bigger Mosh Pit Alliance group. And Devin said he was personally good with Kamu, but doing this was best for the group. So that's actually pretty clever wording. Then the scramble for votes kicked off, but Haley was again not campaigning. Yash is working real hard to save Kamu. Harder than Kamu, if I'm being honest. Yash and Kamu worked on Mallory to join their side, pitched an alliance of literally everybody else in the house besides the three vets, and said they can run that to jury. I mean, true enough on the math, but good luck making it happen. Kamu told Mallory about Dee's bribe power, and then Yash, as far as I know, lied, because he told Mallory that Dee was bribing him to nominate her and Melody, and he said no. In my recollection, but definitely drop a comment, it was Dee trying to keep her and Angela off the block, then trying to keep herself off the block. I seem to remember in one of her conversations with Kamu that she did suggest Drew as an alternate consideration, but not the Littles, and I'm pretty sure that Dee told Drew about that already. So Mallory was telling Yash all the reasons to take Kamu out now, and Yash is fighting them on it, but not aggressively. Taylor pitched to Mallory that keeping either Kamu or Haley to go after the icons is smart, but Mallory said we don't need them to go after them. And she told Taylor this is our shot to get Kamu out without getting a lot of blood on our hands. Haley tried to get Kamu worked up about being put on the block, but he said his big brother had to happen. I think it's kind of cool how it happened. So he's handling it pretty well. And later, Kamu threw Haley under the bus to D. So Kamu's definitely making game moves while Haley's not campaigning. I think he's being pretty smart. Taylor did some self-motivation, saying none of it's personal, but game mode is officially turned on. Okay, but why wasn't it already on? Because we're in week 6 of BB28. That seems like late in the game to flip that switch. Also, Yash told Baird and Mallory that they should have the votes to save Kamu. He's completely clueless, does not have a good read.
Most of the stuff that she's talking about, it's off of Jokers. She's just like reading the website. Pretty much reading all the updates that are on Jokers.
However, Mallory wants to warn Yash before the vote Thursday night that they are planning to send Kamu out if he doesn't win the blockbuster. She doesn't want to blindside him. Yash is pushing to get Angela out when he wasn't before. I figured that was going to change. And with Kamu in the mix, Yash is doing all he can to save the bro. We did have some icon backlash. Mallory and Yash were griping about Dee getting a power at all. He and Mallory complained about how bad she did at the puzzle and talked about how he helped her, and then she wound up nominating him. Yash and Mallory suspect if Dee doesn't use the 5K bribe, she gets to keep it, and they think she doesn't deserve it because she already has so much money. And people were also wondering if she bribed Devins to use his DPOV.
That's so rigged. They shouldn't have been on the show in the first
place. Also slammed Dee for not winning anything since HOH week 1, and they were ranting about her already winning Survivor, shouldn't win this, shouldn't get the 5K, la la la, same song. Too bad Dee's not on the block. They can't get her out this week.
All of a sudden, they should have been doing that like week 1 or week 2. Like, come on now, use your brain. These guys are just chasing them for clout. They don't really want to get rid of none of them. They want to use them for afterwards. Oh yeah, I know them.
But now they do know if they nominate her, Devins can't save her again because he burned his power. Also, in a Melody, Yash and Kamu talk, Yash said he was stunned that Devins really had the diamond POV and was saying, F me, bro. Like, why couldn't you hold on to that shit till next?
None of them were surprised. They all knew he had that. This is like the most rigged season. They all knew that he had the power. Come on now. So rigged.
And Kamu said, as soon as he was like, this veto ceremony is far from over, I thought, I'm going up. And Melody said she thought Devins was joking when he said it. Kamu asked Drew to let him know if he doesn't have the votes to stay. Kamu said, it's okay if I don't have the votes, I just want to know. Drew said, yeah, same way. Mind you, Kamu was lying right.
Yeah, this is exactly from the Joker's website. She's probably not even watching the feeds. She's probably just reading off of Joker's. Because if you go to the Joker's website, it's an update on all the Big Brother action. It tells you everything. All she's doing is just reading.
Drew's face when he was on the block, and the red corner 3 were fully planning to help evict him. So Haley also had a fit about something bizarre. Drew and Haley were yard walking laps, and she's talking about how she doesn't want to go to the jury house. She said she'd go effing crazy. She'd rather stay in Big Brother or just go home. No jury. And Drew asked, do you know what it's like? And then he explained it's this nice villa with a pool. You can watch movies. You have your own room, your own bathroom. But Haley said she can't be cooped up. That's the definition of Big Brother. And she told Drew she can't be alone in that house for a week. And he said that Haley might enjoy it. And she snapped and said she's done talking about it. And of course he wasn't done. You know, I mean, you would think solitude would be a balm after a crowded house, but Drew asked, what if you're the second person? And Haley threatened to hit him to stop the conversation. By the way, Drew is still fully ratting on people.
She's not even going to make it to jury. She's going home this week. I'm pretty sure she's going to go home. There's no way they're going to get rid of Angela. Angela's the plan. So for sure, Angela's going to stay.
The vets. He talked to Kamu, then he took it back to Dee and said Kamu told him, part of me wants to win the blockbuster, but the other part of me wants Haley to win. And I just sit on the block and prove to the icons that we as a house are riding with me and not them. And Kamu said he wants to prove he's not scared of them. And Dee said, why would anybody be scared of us? Drew said he told Kamu, yeah, bro, you should let Haley win because I don't know if she's going to stay against Angela. And then so.
I wish there was like real drama in this thing, not like all fake. Like, oh, la, 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 la. Like, go after Devins and his like fake laugh and smile. Like, go after that fool. Start attacking him. That's what I would do. Start attacking that guy.
Self matchmaking. This is Fun Feeds Weirdness. Yash is soliciting women to be his wife. Said they should send him a kiwi emoji and said, "You might be my wife. Enter my life and hop in the DMs." The HOH group was teasing him about it. They said the pitch might have gotten at least 3 takers. Taylor said Yash is playing unfair with girls by not being clear about what he wants. Taylor was advising him to be specific, said she thinks there's a certain culture he wants. Yash said he's open, but Taylor seemed to be pressing him to specify if he wants somebody from his culture. And now Devin's cheat code. Just like how he taught Drew to tie a tie, Daddy Devins has another lesson. He coached Drew on how to land a power in the BB time capsule instead of a punishment if he goes in. Although we know Drew really wants a punishment because he wants the attention. I'm not saying he's an attention whore, but the cameras are starting to put on lens caps when they see him coming. Even production's tired of it. So Devins told Drew, you can spin in that chair as long as you want. There's no limit. And he said there's more powers than punishments now. And Devins told Drew to pick one power square and focus on it. And then as you spin, memorize the pattern of what colors light up right before it and what colors light up right after it. And then he said you'll watch the pattern, it'll be consistent, then you know when to slap. They suspect.
It's obvious that guy, that's what they told him. Like, come on now, it's all obvious now. It's rigged. Man, I wish I was on this season. I'd call him out on all this stuff.
The next time capsule winner is going to be Barrett, maybe Drew, or perhaps Yash, but at this point I'm betting Drew just based on the popularity polls. Barrett's way further down than they would probably suspect. Also, another weird feed stuff for Mallory and Melody's amusement, Barrett and Drew were reenacting scenes from the movie The Challengers. It's that tennis menage movie with 2 guys and Zendaya. That was pretty interesting. And Drew also continued to act like Temu Dr. Will, flirting with all the cameras. Outside the house, by the way, Chuck got back on TikTok and America's eating him alive in the comments. He's got Taylor to thank for that. But there's a lot of people just being mean, saying, Chuck who? Here's my quote of the day. Angela said, I want to take a shower.
Chuck, he reminds me of Derek Lewis. He'd be like, the balls are hot. He's like the Derek Lewis of the house.
I'm not even going to wash my hair because I did a good blowjob on it before. I guess that was celebratory for her birthday. And our tweet of the day from Reagan, Melody's PR manager, she said, I'm in a toxic relationship with this season.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcasts, because...
Alright, well, I guess that's it. Make sure to like and subscribe. I can't believe I have 91 subscribers. And comment where you're watching this from. Hopefully I get on Big Brother soon. If I get on there, that'll be cool. Give everybody a shout out. Alright. I'm out of here. Favorite song here today. Favorite song.
You don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.
Well, sleep.